Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to discuss the difference between AI, ML and DL. Now, most often these terms are used interchangeably, which is not correct. So through this video, I'll try to explain you the difference between artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning. So this picture shows the relationship between AI, ML and DL. So deep learning is a subset of machine learning, whereas machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. Now let us first try to understand what is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence makes a machine capable of taking decisions like a human being does. Now, it involves some part of ML and DL. Along with that, it also uses some kind of advanced devices, some kind of sensors. Now, let us try to understand this with the help of an example. Now, I have an office wherein I want a camera to be installed, and whenever a person faces the office door wearing a mask, the door should allow the access, wherein if a person is not wearing a mask, then the access should be denied. So in this application, there will be a camera which is going to capture the image of a person. Now, based on the ML and DL algorithm, it is going to classify whether a person is wearing a mask or a person is not wearing a mask. Then that particular output is going to go to a sensor which will allow the access or will deny the access. So in this entire project, there is a sensor, there are IoT devices, there are cameras, and multiple other things required to build the complete end-to-end application. So this comes under artificial intelligence. Now let us try to understand what is machine learning. So as we have discussed in our previous video as well, machine learning uses some kind of advanced tools and technologies, statistics, and also algorithms so that it can make some kind of predictions from that data and can gather some kind of meaningful information from that data. Now, when machine learning was already into existence, why was deep learning required? So deep learning is designed in similar way like a human brain works. It is designed on a neural network architecture. Now, deep learning has some kind of advantages over machine learning, which we'll discuss in our upcoming videos. So let us try to understand the types of machine learning that we have. So there are three types of machine learning: supervised machine learning, unsupervised machine learning, and reinforcement learning. Now, supervised machine learning is when we have a labeled data set. Now, for example, I want to predict the salary of a person based on the experience he had. So in experience, I can have the qualifications that a person is having, the total year of industry experience a person is having. And based on these inputs, I'm going to predict the salary of a person. So in this kind of data set, I know that the salary is going to be my output. So this kind of data set is known as labeled data set and is processed using supervised machine learning techniques. Now in unsupervised machine learning techniques, we do not have labeled data set. For example, I have a restaurant wherein whenever a customer comes in, they're leaving a feedback or a review. So in this kind of data set, I'm not going to have a clear output or a labeled output. So this kind of data set is processed using clustering kind of algorithms. Now, the data is divided into cluster based on similar kind of properties that they have. For example, if I consider the restaurant review project, so in this project, the reviews can be either positive, it can be neutral, or it could be negative. So this type of data set is processed using unsupervised machine learning technique. Now we have reinforcement learning techniques wherein some part of the data is labeled while some part of the data set is unlabeled. Reinforcement learning technique is supposed that a machine is going to learn from its mistake. We'll discuss these in more details in our upcoming videos. So in deep learning, again, there are three types of categories, which is ANN, CNN, and RNN. Deep learning techniques are based on the neural network architecture. Now, if we have a data set which is based on numbers, then artificial neural network works very well with such kind of data. Next, we have convolution neural network. Convolution neural network works very well when we have image kind of input data. The third type is recurrent neural network. Recurrent neural network works very well when we have time series kind of data. For example, I want to predict or I want to forecast the sales of a particular business based on their past 5 years data that they have. So recurrent neural network works very well with time series kind of data. So when I compare deep learning with machine learning, deep learning works very well when we have a very large data set. And there are much more differences which we'll discuss in our upcoming videos. So I hope this video gave you a little bit clarity between the terms of AI, ML, and DL. And now, one last thing let us try to understand is how data science fits into all this. So data science is a combination of some part of ML, some part of DL, some part of AI, and also some part of advanced statistics or algebra and some other things as well. So I hope this video was useful for you. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and happy learning.